Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bravo Tea with the Stay at Home Mom. I'm Erica, and I'm ready to talk all things Bravo. Welcome back, everybody. I had so much fun the past 2 weeks getting to chat with people about Vanderpump Rules. The first one I had on was Connection Queen, and she told us about her experience at the VPR premiere. And then this past week, I had my really good friend on because I got her into Vanderpump. So I was like, as soon as it starts, I got to have you on the pod because we got to talk about it. I love having the conversation, so I'm going to keep up with that. And some exciting news is I am going to start a YouTube channel soon. So you'll get to see me in person with some of my friends or guests. And I'm like setting up our office all cute. I'm really excited for that to happen. So it's going to take a little bit longer to do that. And then I can release the video footage of those past two interviews that I did because I have the full videos. I made short little reel clips and release it on my Instagram, but you guys will be able to see the entire video instead of just hearing the audio that I have on Spotify or Apple. But let's get into a little gossip. I am still up in the air with this whole Brandi Glanville and Caroline Manzo lawsuit. So I know that Brandi can be very controversial on these shows. She's had past lawsuits with like Paul and Adrian when it was Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And we definitely see that she does tend to hit the bottle hard on these shows, gets a little frisky with people, but everything that this is alleging is pretty crazy. Like I could see Brandi trying to like touch Caroline's boobs or trying to like kiss her maybe, but Caroline is alleging that Brandi was taking it really far as to even at one point trapping her in the bathroom, like trying to shove her tongue down her throat while Caroline's yelling, help, help, help. I'm also like, where are the camera people, production people, the other women on the trip? I mean, people have come out and said, though, like Vicky Gunvalson, Camille Grammer, that they have not seen anything that was like really crazy. Camille even went to say that it's nothing she hasn't seen before. And even Phaedra is team Brandi and feel that nothing really happened. But it's hard because Caroline is also saying that this just triggered a past trauma that she had when she was 7. She unfortunately was sexually assaulted by a family member, so that this just re-triggered it. And I don't think this is about money because she is suing Bravo and they have offered her settlements and she's denying it. Like she wants to take it all the way and really fight this thing. So if she really just wanted to money grab, like the woman that wanted to take money from McDonald's, the burning coffee on her lap, Caroline would have just got the payout. But I feel like with this reality reckoning and everything that Bravo, I wonder what they're going to do with Brandi. Like if all this does come true and they end up having to do a big payout, what does that mean for Brandi? Because she's suing Bravo, but what will ultimately happen to Brandi? But the reason why I'm on the fence about this is because Brandi is like really sticking to her guns. She said, release the show, release all the footage, then people will see, I'll be like vindicated. I mean, unfortunately, we're probably never going to see this Real Housewives Ultimate Girl Trip because it would be too difficult to also like edit Brandi and Caroline out. And I feel like Caroline did say some mean things that I have found out about Dina on the show. I don't necessarily think she's doing this whole lawsuit because she just doesn't want the show to come out because she's talking crap on her sister. But that's also interesting too because it has come out that she was calling Dina like a whore. And we all know that Caroline did write a letter of character for her brother-in-law, who is Dina's ex-husband, about that whole situation of the breaking and entering and like tying her and Dina's new husband up and just very sad stuff. So, I mean, honestly, I think it's pretty terrible that Caroline did that. Like, even if her and Dina weren't getting along on speaking terms, how are you going to go and write a letter to defend your brother-in-law against your blood sister? I mean, that's putting a nail in the coffin, done forever with that relationship. I'd like to know how like Jacqueline and Chris Larita are feeling about this, because I'm not sure if they talked to Caroline or Dina, but I'm wondering how they felt after all that, because that's pretty crazy. Like, I don't think Chris was writing any letter of intent to defend him. I mean, I know Caroline was probably asked because that's actually her brother-in-law, but still, that's pretty terrible. But Caroline is even going as far to accuse Bravo of encouraging sexual harassment, which is pretty crazy. I mean, it's like now come forth with the reality reckoning that we're hearing people say, oh, they like make you drink and they encourage this and they encourage that. But then I always go back to, there are people that are sober on these shows. So Lala doesn't drink and cave in, even if people are asking her to. Kyle used to drink, but is now choosing to not drink. And everyone is like respecting that. If anything, her castmates are just being annoying. Like, oh, why aren't you doing splits and being fun and drinking margaritas? But the production is not like, here, Kyle, we're going to hold your mouth open and do this. I mean, at the end of the day, all these people can say no. Do they maybe feel a little pressured if they don't do certain things that they won't get asked back? Yes, but at the end of the day, it is up to them what they are doing on camera. I am really intrigued to see how this plays out. Like I said, unfortunately, we're probably never going to see the show, which is sad, but we will see where this all goes. Another just fun random topic that's about me. I am going to see the Queen of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice, on Saturday. I am dragging my husband with me. We are going to go to like a little meet and greet in Philly. If anyone is in the area and wants to go, it's at a restaurant called Sin. And she is doing a meet and greet and then like a collab with a wine brand. It's called Briganti Wines. So she's going to be doing photo ops. She's going to be signing the wine bottles. I'm excited. So this is my second time meeting her, but I'm hoping I can get her to say a couple words for the podcast. She was like super nice when I met her before. So hoping, fingers crossed, because we all know we love our Jersey girl.
I don't make fun of Jersey girls, but I think they're just jealous.
So I'm excited. I'm wondering if like Louie will be there. Probably not, because Philly, I feel like is kind of far away for them. It's only 45 minutes for us, but they live probably 2.5 hours from us. So I don't know if Louie will be tagging along. Maybe he will, because the restaurant looks really good. And if so, I would be honored to meet Louie. I would be intrigued also. Like, I've never met him. So that would be fun. But in other news, keeping up with the gossip or reality tea, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills just filmed their reunion. I don't think we've seen like any pictures besides Kathy was there. Kathy Hilton made an appearance. We know that Sutton passed out filming the reunion. So I don't think it's because it's a dramatic reunion. I think it's just because it's just a long day for them. And now we're not going to allege that they don't get to eat and they're starved to death, but they film for a really long time, probably before they get a break. So I am intrigued, though. The hot gossip part that I'm sure they'll drag is asking about Morgan Wade, and then it'll just be Kyle being like, yeah, we're just friends. Like the same BS answer we've been getting all season. But I don't know, because now it has come out that Maurizio and her are going to couples therapy. So that was an interesting thing. And as of lately, her and Morgan, like last week, they both deleted like all traces of each other on their Instagrams. So Morgan went so far to delete every picture on her Instagram but two. And then Kyle deleted all pictures with Morgan except like one. And Morgan has said that it's because she's releasing new music. And then Kyle was stopped like out on the street by paparazzi and said it's because she's releasing new music, and it's very common for artists to do that. I follow a lot of music artists because I love music, and I have never seen anybody delete their entire Instagram pictures except two because they're releasing new music. Want to go ahead and look at like Taylor Swift's Instagram? She just announced she's releasing a new album the other night when she won stuff at the Grammys. She's not like on there deleting every single picture she has. Like, that was weird. And it's like, you have important pictures on your Instagram that you would want people to find, especially if they're like new fans of yours. So that was weird and stupid. And I don't know how much more they think we're just going to believe of their weird like stories. Like, I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know if they've secretly broken up and then Kyle and Maurizio are now working on their marriage. Like, she had her little midlife crisis fun. Now it's over. I don't know, because I do find it interesting that happened. And now they're going to couples therapy after all this time. I don't know. Jeff Lewis had Kyle on his podcast, and he was just talking about his dating life. And he was like, Kyle, you can't jump ship on the marriage because the dating life is just too hard. And she's like, yeah, I mean, I don't even know a life without being married. So maybe that really started resonating in her brain. And she's like, I got to just work on it and stop being a little brat and getting all these random tattoos with my friend, my best friend. She must not be your best friend that much because you're deleting every picture. Because the other thing is, if Morgan deletes every picture on her Instagram, that's different if she's releasing music. But Kyle to delete every picture, like, what does that have to do with her releasing music? Weird. She's still really never come out and say, oh, I'm financially invested in her career either. That's why I'm following her around. Like, I just need some answers. Like, Erica Jane said to Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live when she was on, you better grill Kyle a little bit like I was grilled. And I mean, agreed. Other Erica, I agree. As a fellow Erica with a K, I hear you. Like, let's get some answers. And not just, oh, we're just best friends. Like, no. I'm interested how her and Dorit act at the reunion, though, because, you know, since the show has been on, it's been in the news how, like, Kyle is downplaying their friendship. So I'm intrigued if Dorit is going to, like, go in and be like, wow, Kyle, like, I'm really hurt what you said. I'm sure she will. So that'll be interesting. And kind of confused why Kathy is making an appearance, but I'm all for it because I missed Kathy so much. And now that her and Kyle are getting along, I really hope we'll see Kathy next season. And I would love to see Kathy, Kim, and Kyle on the show. Like, that would be really good because we never really have gotten those moments. Like I said, they were originally supposed to have their own show, the three of them. So I think it would be interesting if we saw the three of them on The Real Housewives a little more next season. That's pretty much about it for the gossip, though, except it has been announced that I don't watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but Kandi Burruss is not going to be on next season. She said she's just taking a break, so I guess as Dorinda says, she's on pause. I do like her, though. She's like, I'm wondering if that show's just going to get, like, canceled or they'll reconfigure it and bring back other people, all the OGs. Like, let's get Nene and Kim back on because now that Nene deleted all her, like, things with Bethany for the reality reckoning, like, Bravo would probably have her back on. And I feel I have read and heard that show was, like, dying a slow death. And now that Candy's leaving, it probably really is going to. So it'll be interesting what they do with that. Still don't really know what's going on with Kim and Croy. I guess they're still living in that house together. Like, they're living in that house together, and Tom and Ariana are still living in their house together. So everyone, hopefully, in this new year will be getting their own houses and living peacefully together. Oh, one other quick side note, bringing up, like, Vanderpump. James is now being accused of, like, hurting Raquel, Kristen Doty. So this is all coming out, allegedly, that he, like, beat them up and stuff. And I remember back in the day, Kristen was always saying that, oh, the truth will come out about James. And I guess this is it. And they're really like focusing on when Raquel, remember when she got that nose job and then she said he bumped into her and like messed it up. It's like, yeah, no one was really buying that, honestly. Like, yeah, he hit you. Like, he's not gonna like, or she said he came in real hard for a kiss. It's like, okay, so he headbutted you. Like, I think he knows how to kiss you. So that was weird. So allegedly assaulting her and Kristen. So I hope that's not true, because really pulling for James these days and liking him, and him and Allie seem to be fine. And I don't know. I mean, not that it's defending him, but maybe it was just like a combination. Like, him and Kristen were very volatile together because we saw Kristen hitting him. And maybe Raquel was like not volatile, but dangerous for him, because now we see what she's done with Tom Sandoval. They were like demons together doing all that. So I don't know. It's like every day in the Bravo universe, we're getting more lawsuits and more alleged bad things about everyone. So hopefully all of this will clear up, and we will keep our ears open for the Caroline and Brandi thing, because I am definitely curious how that's going to go down, and if we'll ever get Ultimate Girls Trip 4, but I'm sure we won't. But it's really sad that we won't, because I feel like the rest of the show would have been interesting to watch minus that. But as always, this was so fun doing our little gossip episode. And you can find me on Instagram at Bravo T with the Stay at Home Mom. I'm on Spotify and Apple. And stay tuned for YouTube. Until next time, see ya.